Today we will wrap up with this video. We will wrap up this series of SAS macro functions. So let's have a look what all we gonna learn today. Macro functions in SAS, and three things we would learn today. First one is eval function, then sysfunc, and the most interesting and useful thing is usage of percent in SAS macros. So let's go ahead and see in detail. Welcome to the channel. To understand the concept very clearly, please watch the video till the end. Once you are done with watching the video, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe and hit the bell icon. So the first thing which we're gonna learn today is eval. Let's have a look at its definition. It says helps in performing the mathematical and logical operations with macro variables. So here this means this eval function will enable you to perform the mathematical and logical operation with the value stored in a macro variable. What is that now? Let's go to the SAS session and try to understand. For example, you have assigned a variable. You are creating a macro variable a and you assigned value 10 to this. Now you created next variable b and you are assigning the variable value 3 to this variable. Okay, now let's create another variable, let z, and you want to store the multiplication of a and b into this z. So how are you going to do that? First you will call variable a multiplied by variable b, and then you're gonna store that into the variable z, and now you're gonna print this variable z. Okay, so the variable a has value 10 and variable b has value 3. Now we are expecting that variable z would have value 30 because we are doing the multiplication over here. Let's see if it happens. Oh, you see it has been printed as text 10 into 3. So how you gonna store 30 in this variable, in the variable z? For that you can use eval function, percent eval, and within the bracket you can put these variables. Now let's run this. As you can see, the result is 30 now. So this is how you can use the eval function at many of the places where you want to perform logical or mathematical operations on the value stored in a macro variable. So this was just a sample example. This can have very advanced uses which you can see in the macros, in the detailed macros. The second function we're going to see is sysfunc. It helps in using the many of the useful base SAS functions in macros. So there are many functions which we use in SAS outside of the macros, but those cannot be used under the macros. So how we can make them use? We can make them useful with the help of sysfunc. Let's go to the SAS session and try to understand this. For example, we're going to create a variable name where we're going to store value learn area. All right, now I'm going to create another macro variable which is first name, for example, and then I want to just store first 5 letters from this value, from the value which have been stored in name macro variable. How we can do that? In normal SAS programs we do that, we can do that using substr function, substr. So let's try doing that over here as well. And this is the macro variable. We want to pick the characters from first place up until the 5th. And now let's try to print this. First, sorry, name. let's run this. So it is printing the macro variable. If you can see, it's just printing the macro variable instead of printing. Let's look at this. Instead of printing the value stored inside this, it is printing the macro variable. So how we can make them useful? So for that you can just use sysfunc and store this. Now you just try to, oops, sorry. So the error which the thing which it is showing over here, it's a different thing. First we need to call this with ampersand, and then let's have it run. Now you can see the value which we wanted to store in first name, we just wanted to store first 5 characters from the value which have been stored in name, but here it is printing the string. It is printing this thing as a string. Rather performing this function, it is storing it as a string. So how I can make this useful? For that we can just use sysfunc and put that inside the bracket. So how you gonna start? Put sysfunc. Okay, let me just remove this and show you again. So we will start with sysfunc, and then in the parenthesis operator you can use the function from base SAS, and then you can use the macro variable on which you want to perform this function. So the condition was this. Now let's run this. If you run this, here you can see it has printed only first 5 letters from the value stored under name variable. So this is how you can use sysfunc. For example, if you want to store the length of this variable, you can just use length over here, and for that you just need to remove them. So this will store length. So you can see it's 9 character. 9 has been printed over here. So it's the 9 character which have been stored under this variable. Alright, but if you don't use sysfunc over here, and now if you run this, you see it has stored this length function and the value as a string into the macro variable. So this is why we use the sysfunc over here. Let's go to the board and see what next we have. Next we're gonna see uses of this percent symbol. So as we just saw that this length function didn't work without sysfunc. So instead of using the sysfunc, you can just use this length function by prefixing a percent. This should work the same. You can see it is working same. Similarly, if you want to perform substr, just use substr. Okay, let's see again. Let's remind that substr name comma 1 comma 5, because we want to subset first 5 characters from the value which have been stored in name variable. All right, so here we used substr, but that was not working. Then we use sysfunc, but instead of using sysfunc, you can just use the percent. This will work the same way. You can see it has subsetted the learn only. So if you want to make any not any, most of the base SAS function be useful, or make it performing in macros, you can use those functions with this percent symbol. So this is how we can use this percent symbol very effectively in a macro. So for now this is it, and I encourage you to use the functions which I just explained you about. And if in case you get any kind of doubt, do not forget to put that in the comment section. I will definitely get back to you. Thank you very much for watching the video. Wish you very good luck.